downtown and being there in a few minutes.
The Laguna Beach fire was one of the most devastating brush fires in firefighting history.
The evacuation area has been expanded to everything south of Laguna Canyon Road.
In less than 1 hour, a small 1 foot by 1 foot arson fire burned its way 6 miles to the ocean through the northernmost third of heavily populated Laguna Beach, California. A quiet, world-famous artist colony and beach community found itself watching entire neighborhoods burn completely to the ground.
Our priority is crew safety, and our secondary priority are those structures.
Firefighter Anna First remembers that day well.
What I remember most about Laguna Beach is having fire everywhere and no water to put it out. None of the hydrants worked. We'd go down one-way roads that we couldn't turn the fire engine around in. And people were calling us to help put out the fire in their house, and there was basically nothing we could do.
When the Santa Ana winds blow in Southern California, every firefighter knows anything can happen. And usually, it does.
Lieutenant 630, so we're receiving numerous reports reported to be shrubs and weeds, 100 by 100 spot, heavy winds in the area, and fast moving. It's doubled in size in the last 2 to 4 minutes, and it's threatening houses and possibly the shopping center area.
Right now, less than a mile from Anna and her fellow firefighters at Orange County Station 5, there is another brush fire starting just like the Laguna Beach fire did. Captain Dave Buck and his firefighters are responding.
Okay, this is Laguna Canyon all over again. We've got high temperatures, low humidities, east winds. Be careful.
Creek ICU, would you like the helicopter support crew to be started?
Affirmative.
Orange County Regional Air Support helicopters have just been dispatched to fight this fire from the air.
Engine 5, where are we meeting?
Come up Crown Valley to the top. There's a church right at the top of Crown Valley. You'll report to the north end of the church and report to me, and we'll start structure protection.
Regional Air 4 uses water from a man-made lake at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Course to fill the Bambi bucket with water. Engineer Tom Evans is preparing for ground attack by securing hoses to his engine, and Engineer Tom Wisniewski is pulling hose towards the burning brush.
Right above engine 18, which is down by my pickup, make about 2 drops across the head so that I can get them to establish a safe point at the head, and then they'll start working the other direction.
Another unfortunate similarity between the Laguna Beach fire and this fire has just been learned by fire investigators.
Salt Creek ICU, sheriffs have 2 suspects in custody.
Both were started by an arsonist. As the fire continues to burn, Dave tells other engine companies where to assist with the ground attack.
Come on back and just find this area here. Yeah, and then we'll set up structure protection, that whole thing down there. We're ready for this.
This church is still under construction after being heavily damaged by fire less than 6 months ago. Parishioners are also doing what they can to fight this fire with garden hoses.
You're doing good there, but I really need you to turn and take the steam out of that head for me. Just disregard those flanks and just start heading this for me. Delta 41, copy. Good shot, Regional Air. You can just do that along that whole front. I'll love you forever.
Firefighter Michelle Wolf, a wife and mother, is one of the firefighters on the front lines of this windswept, unpredictable fire.
In a fire like this, the winds can make a big difference in the outcome of what the fire does. It can flash up on you really quick with any gust, and especially with the helicopters flying over us, the rotor wash really makes a big difference with the flame.
After more than an hour, this unpredictable fire is still burning out of control.
I just had a call from a female. She's advising that she can see the flames right off of her patio and is worried about it.
Yeah, 10-4.
The Bambi bucket, used to drop water on the fire, holds a maximum capacity of 110 gallons of water, which weighs about 1,000 pounds. The Santa Ana winds blowing from north to south continue to kick up strong gusts, keeping the flames ignited. Anna, who is a paramedic firefighter, is on top top of engine 24, a squirt. She is dumping hundreds of gallons of water per minute onto the fire.
Have Michelle pick that one up right there.
Michelle keeps her hose on a spot fire to keep it from spreading.
My biggest fear in these fires is getting burnt, which would prevent me from doing this job.
Both the ground and air crews are finally gaining control of this fire, despite the windy and dry conditions.
Check with the IC, determine if we're going to get another drop up to 41 to knock your head out of this thing.
If the threat is past that church, why don't you see about moving back into those houses now that are just upwind from the church?
Yeah, 10-4, it's still paralleling. This next drop should have a bearing on it. Yeah, 10-4.
Advise Salt Creek, I see that I have what appears to be the point of origin, and I will have it taped off.
Park engine 230, 10-4, brakes.
What's it look like, Colin?
I think we got a hold of it.
I think you do.
There's just little things like this, the head's knocked down.
A little spot hopping up over there.
Okay, we'll get it.
Thanks to the efforts of Vanna, Dave, Michelle, and all of the firefighters and airborne police officers who worked together to fight this dangerous fire, they were able to keep it from turning into another Laguna Beach fire, something they do almost daily during fire season.
Well, when we were dispatched to Laguna Beach fire, we're a few engines back, but we got there and it was really ripping. It was probably the scariest I've ever been. It was a lot different than this fire here by the church.
When the Laguna Beach fire was over, I had enough time to get home, pick up my daughter, take her trick-or-treating, and then go on to Malibu the next day to fight the brush fires out there for 4 days.
I think the most rewarding thing is the satisfaction we get from the people we serve. They come up to us and thank us, and it really is very gratifying to know that we've done something that a lot of people don't do or can't do. The satisfaction we get from serving the public, which I think is first and foremost.
My 7-year-old daughter tells me I'm a hero, and that makes me feel great because she knows that I'm doing a good job for the community and helping people out.
Oh, I remember that night we started. We were sitting around in the reclining chairs watching a basketball game or a soccer game, I believe.
Moments ago, a serious car accident occurred.
Hello, fire department.
This car has a family trapped inside.
Person trapped on the freeway, possibly, with the vehicle on fire. Most likely it would have been a traffic accident causing the vehicle fire. They also have the truck going. If the person is trapped, we got the jaws of life and all our extrication tools, bags to lift the car up.
Vern Cresswell is responding to the 91 freeway, a dangerous strip of road where hundreds of thousands of cars pass by every day going from Los Angeles to Orange County.
Before every call, you always think about, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And when you get on scene, all that's gone. It's just routine.
As Vern arrives on scene and the CHP shuts down freeway lanes, Compton, LA County, and Gardena firefighters work to put out the fires.
Need some more saline? Yeah, we got plenty of it back there. Whew. We'll set this one up also. Here. Sometimes you feel this so much pressure, like you want to scream, like, hey, someone else come over here and help out a little bit. But you know, it's between you and your partner. You're it.
This car has the trapped family inside. It was stopped in the fast lane. When the Jeep hit it, it exploded. Incredibly, the driver of the Jeep escaped without a scratch.
Call it 100% third degree.
Vern's badly burned patient was standing next to the stopped car when the explosion occurred.
Okay, find my radio man. Where's Rick? Yeah, we got it going already. I'm waiting for a backboard. Bernie's coming out of the back right now. He's pulling it out. My personal feeling is I really don't care how we get there. We just need to get there. I'm going to be ready at this time. This treatment's going to be done, and we're leaving. Check it out. There we go. Hey, Rick, completely leather, 100%. Lungs are clear. 2 lines, and I need to get some morphine. Okay, let's raise him. Yeah, keep him on the O2. Yeah, he's alert. He's alert. No, I didn't get ETO, but he's alert. He knows what's happening. He's taking shallow but adequate respirations.
Vern will take his patient to the burn center at Harbor General Hospital.
100%. Okay, I need my intubation equipment.
I know he's not really going to make it, but we do all our treatment for him.
He's failing now.
Even for seasoned firefighters who thought they'd seen it all, a fire like this is devastating. Despite all of Vern's efforts, his patient only lived for 24 more hours. Vern also has his own business, a beauty parlor. So why do a job this hard or this sad?
One particular incident, this child had been shot over here in Compton on Long Beach Boulevard, and we found him with a bullet in his chest in the backyard, and we scooped him out of the bushes. And on the way to the hospital, he looked over to me and said, "Mr. Paramedic, they got me," meaning they shot me. And I was like, wow. Okay, and we just worked on him, and he ended up living. And that's when I knew, this is what I want to do. This is a job for me. All right, we're all set for the next run. We're all restocked. The fire service is the greatest job in the world. And let's go to bed and hope we sleep the rest of the night. All right.
Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. While its historic and powerful landmarks are unique in all the world, for D.C. Fire, being on the job is no different than any other major American urban center.
Got a little ways to go, but we'll see what it is when we get there. We're the second medic unit responding to this accident. Feel free to pull over like you're supposed to. It would really help.
Paramedics Brent Panic and Mike Meacham of the Washington, D.C. Fire Department are responding to what sounds like a serious car accident.
Uh-oh, possible. All right, here we are. Sir. Sir. Look, you've been in a car accident, man. Been in a car accident. You need to go to the hospital. You need to let us put you down on board and take you to the hospital. All right, keep your head still. Listen to me. You've been in a car wreck. You need to go to the hospital. You need to do what we tell you, all right? All right, we're going to lay you down on this board here. We're going to stand you up on it. We're going to put you right down in this car. Cop's right coming behind you, man.
You got his head in there.
What we're doing is we're taping you to this board right now, okay? Because you could have been hurt. Which car were you in?
Black.
The black one?
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Well, when I first come out the car, I fell.
You what?
I fell when I first come out the car.
Okay. Did you walk out of the car or did you get thrown out?
No, I opened the door.
You opened the door and walked out. Be still. Put your hands on your chest. All right?
I ain't comfortable, man.
When dealing with head traumas, Brent and Mike can never be sure how their patient will react.
But let him listen to me. Will you listen to me 1 minute? Listen to me, man.
We're listening to you.
Well, don't stress me. Don't stress me down. Will you let me go? Let me talk to you. Well, let me listen to me, will you? I can't lay like this, man. My back is not right.
Your back is not right?
Right here, my leg. See right here, man.
We can't take this off your neck.
Show me. Let me show you. Come on, man.
James.
Come on.
Off. So, you could have broken your neck.
And if you broke your neck, then you're just tearing it up. You have to be strapped down if you're going to go to the hospital, James.
No, we're not taking.
Now.
I'm not taking somebody to assault the crew.
Okay. Well,
I would love to take him, but he's going to have to do what we tell him.
I understand the
I mean, yeah, no.
I understand, because I know the procedures.
Yeah. I'd love to take it personally.
Yeah, I understand. I know the procedures.
I mean, if he has a broken back or neck or something like that, he's got to be straight on a board.
I know.
He can't be moving around like that. You will. And when somebody starts freaking out like that after a bad car accident, that can mean a head injury or another thing.
He became very combative and tried to assault the crew, and that's the line in which, you know, my safety starts to be affected. I'm not going to get involved in that. So he's refusing our treatment, and I'm going to have an MPD officer witness the refusal, and that's all we can do. I mean, I'd love to take him, but it's not worth the risk to the crew.
Concern with this gentleman is he was in a rather major auto accident. What looks to be fairly major damage to the car. He seemed a little bit disoriented. He was complaining of neck and back pain, and complained of being a bit dizzy, which can indicate a head injury, and complaining of the neck pain could indicate C-spine injury. Whenever that occurs, we need to put a collar on him, board, strap him down so that he doesn't move around and injure his neck or his back any further, which everybody knows can result in not being able to walk ever again. And then apparently he didn't want to be strapped down at all, decided he was mad about the car accident, and just didn't want to go with anybody. So now he'll get up and go to the hospital on his own. I've been working with Mike now for 2 years, actually. It's coming up on our 2-year anniversary. He's trying to figure out what to get me. I already got his present. I think our main successfulness in working together tends to be our patient care. We don't argue about patient care and stuff like that. We tend to want to do the same things with patient care. We don't have too much in debate on the way we take care of that. That's our main thing. And we can go back and forth, and I can bust on him being old and is going bald and being kind of pudgy. Well, he is that too. See, and he doesn't mind. He can get over that, and he'll get me back a little later on.
I'm mature, unlike you.
He calls it maturity, I call it age, you know? But, you know, there are bad things, there are good things, but normally we get along real well.
Here at Fire Rescue Emergency Response, we care about your family's safety. Here's this week's Safety Zone.
Each year, over 5,000 people die in fires nationwide. The majority of those fires occur in the home. Over half of our home fire fatalities occur in homes without smoke detectors. Smoke detectors should be located outside of each sleeping area, and we highly recommend inside the sleeping areas as well. Change your batteries every 6 months. The easy way to remember to do this is to change your batteries when you change your clocks. I urge you to please follow these simple steps in keeping your home, your possessions, and especially your loved ones safe.